Happy May the 4th, everyone. Welcome to the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League Spike Magazine Trophy. It's week number 6. We're in the second half of this competition. The first half was all about building up your team, kitting out your players. The second half is all about wins. We have a real interesting one for you tonight. Tonight is going to be Elfitus Australis versus Subductisupercilicarptors, Eric versus Berserker Tempest, Wood Elves versus Underworld Denizens. Let's take a look at the standings before we talk about these two very interesting teams. In Division A, at the top of the leaderboard, going into week number 6, Dead Fred's Real American Heroes, a Dark Elf team. They are 3-1-0, just one of two undefeated teams left in Division A. In second place, Nick Satan's Cenozoic Park, a Lizard team, 3-0-1 is their record. And S. Beavers, the Dead Poets, an undead team, 2-3-0. They're in third place. We're in Division B tonight, and in first place, wouldn't you know it, at the top is Doug the Minotaurs, White Skull Windbreakers, the current league champion. An Orc team, 4-1-0 is their record, followed very closely behind by tonight's competitor, Eric's Elfitus Australis. They're in second place. A Wood Elf team, 3-1-0 is their record, and Venger's Mr. Yuck in third place. A Nurgle team, 2-2-1 is their record. First up, let's take a look at the home team. Elfitus Australis coming in a TV of 1,295,000 gold, has 12 players on the roster, 2 War Dancers, because of course you have 2 War Dancers. Berserker Tempest, thank you for the bits. Kill all the elves and burn their trees. I think a lot of people would agree with you. 2 War Dancers on this roster, a catcher, a thrower, and everybody else's alignment did not pick up any of those big guys. 1 Apothecary, 3 3 dedicated fans, 3 rerolls. They're going to be up against, remember that number, 1,295,000 gold is their TV. They're going to be up against Subductisupercilicarptors tonight. They are coming in at a TV of 895,000 gold. That's 400,000 gold in petty cash going to Subductisupercilicarptors tonight. They have a 13-player roster. They have the big guy in the Troll. The Troll's leveled up, picked up the Claw skill, has a Skaven Blitzer, has a number of Snotlings, has a Gutter Runner, and a thrower, of course, and some linemen to round this out. 1 Apothecary, 1 dedicated fan, 3 rerolls. How do the two teams play tonight? Well, the Wood Elf team, right? This is a fairly fresh Wood Elf team. They've leveled up a little bit here, picked up some skills, but they're new to the Spike. They were TV1. I was going to call them TV1000, TV1 million. Going into the Spike Magazine Trophy, so they don't have a whole lot of skills. They do have a few. On Michael Jordan, they've picked up the Strip Ball skill. I think that's a great skill for a War Dancer. Tackle, also a great skill for a War Dancer on Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen can also level up. That might mean that Scottie Pippen starts tonight with Sidestep. That would be a great skill on this player as well. MA8, you could pick up Sprint perhaps, but my money's on Sidestep. Or you could be saving up for an attribute. Who's to say? Alan Parsons, the catcher, has picked up the block skill, so that's 3 blodgers on this roster. Has the thrower, has Zangief, who's picked up the block skill as well, has Wrestle on Macho the Dagger, and has Strip Ball on Pocho the Panther as well. A number of Strip Ball players that could really come into effect tonight. Look at this. So we've seen this combo in the old version of the rules, LRB6. In the LRB6 in BB 2020, we haven't seen it happen yet, but now we have Michael Jordan, the War Dancer. He has Leap because he's a War Dancer. He has Strip Ball and he has Block. So he can, what Elfitus Australis can do tonight against a tight cage is he can move a player up to the side of the cage, negate the 2 assists on that side. He can leap into the cage with Michael Jordan, take the block. All he needs is a push, and that ball pops out of the ball carrier's hand. That's something to watch out for. That has been nerfed a little bit from the old version of the rules. There is a negative modifier on the leap, but still something to watch out for. All of these players are AV8+. That is not a lot, and that means they're in real danger of getting murdered. And who are they going to be murdered by? Well, let's take a look at Subductisupercilicarptors here, right? The Troll has Strength 5 and Mighty Blow. That's great. Claw not going to be an issue tonight because Claw treats everybody as if they have an AV of 8+. They already do. So that's money that's really kind of going back to the Wood Elf team. You have a number of Snotlings. How many does he have? Does he have all 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He does. He should have all 6. And that's because these Snotlings, they're pitiful at a strength of 1. They're pitiful at an AV of 6+. But they have dodge. They have sidestep. And perhaps, most importantly, they have swarming. That means Subductus tonight, they will be able to start with a maximum of 14 players on the pitch. That's a 3-man player advantage. Even though they're Snotlings, they're still exerting tackle zones. They can still come in for the assist, and they can come in for the foul as well. And I imagine we'll see some of that happening tonight. He has the gutter runner with an MA9. It's still a rookie gutter runner, but it's still a gutter runner. MA9, edge of 2+. With dodge. This is a real terrifying piece for the opponent to play against as well. Typically, you might say, hey, this is the Bashy team going up against an Edge team, but I think it's an Edge team versus an Edge team with a little bit of bash, right? 400K in petty cash, that's Morg money, and I would be very surprised if Subductus doesn't pick up Morg tonight. Morgan Thorg. Oh man, every time I hit the key, I click on something and I'm holding down the mic, it opens other windows due to the background. Anyway, Morgan Thorg, 380K star player, right? But you're getting MA6 out of that. You're getting Strength 6, you're getting Block, you're getting Mighty Blow, you're getting AV 11+. Really, really good player to start murdering everyone. That's 380K. He could pick up more straight up. If he wants to save some of that money for bribes, he could go down a level. He could get Varag. Varag Ghoul Chewer comes in at 280K. That gives him a strength of 5 instead of a strength of 6. Same movement allowance out of it. He loses a point of AV, but still has the block and the Mighty Blow. That could be an option if he wants to pick up the bribes as well. But the key here is he is almost certainly getting a high strength player with Mighty Blow, and he's going to be leveraging these players to murder all of these Wood Elves. Absolutely murder them. He can go in for the block, he can go in for the foul afterwards with the Snotling, and you can bet he's going to be trying to remove these players off the pitch. Eric's going to have to be really mindful of that, and he's going to have to pull away. He cannot give up these blocks to Subductus if he can at all help it. At the same time, he's going to have to watch out for these key blitzes. If he can go after the gutter runner, he absolutely wants to go after the gutter runner. If he knocks the gutter runner down and he's still on the pitch, probably wants to foul him as well. The Skaven thrower, also another option because the throwing game is very real for both players tonight. Or both teams, I should say. The Troll can throw a Snotling. The Snotlings have the right stuff. So one-turn touchdowns are also a possibility. We saw Berserker Tempest do that last week. So Eric has a lot to think about and not a whole lot of skills to combat it. All right. You can see 400,000 gold in petty cash. Morgan Thorg's 380. If he wants to save some of that for bribes, Varag is 280. His bribes are half price, they're 50K, so he could pick up 2 bribes and a Varag if he wants. He's picking up all 3 bribes. All right, he's down to 250K. He could pick up Ripper Bolgrot. Ripper is still strength 6, it just brings the MA down to 4. He also loses block, which in my opinion is a pretty significant loss, but we'll see. If he wants to go strong on the edge game, he can pick up Hackflem as well. But now that means his strategy is going to have to be a little different, right? He won't be able to go in and bash, and then still have those edge players. He'll have to be a little more cautious and a little more diligent. Yeah, he's picking up Hackflem, so he's going to have to be a little more cautious in his game and not go basing players and try to bash them down, but instead try to block players, key players, and try to control the pitch more rather than just play a beat-em-up game. Hackflem, Scuttle Spike, 2 heads. I think either team who wins this will want to be on defense. Elfitus Australis wins the coin toss, and they, of course, set up on defense to ensure they have a maximum number of players on the pitch. Hackflem, Scuttle Spike, an MA9 player. That's 2 MA9 players for Subductus tonight. Adge 2+ as well. Has dodge, has 2 heads. has big hand, has prehensile tail, but just an AV of 8+, so he is fragile. Three bribes and hack phlegm. That's the inducements for Subductus tonight. Elfitus, Australis will be on defense. They're currently setting up their formation. 3 on the line. You must put 3 on the line. You can have a maximum of 2 in either wide zone. Everything else is fair game. You also must field at least 11 if you can. If you can't, you must field as many as you can. Elfitus, Australis shifting this line to the right side. Boot polish, thank you very much for the bits. That scared me. Cheering for the Underworld team. Oh no, that's okay. It's quite all right. I appreciate it. 14 seconds left to set up for Elfitus Australis. So completely giving up the right wide zone currently. 6 seconds on the clock. Oh no. What just happened? We might need to reset this. Elf's lost, it's legit. Oh no, something must have happened. One of these coaches may have lost their connection. All right, looks like we're getting a hold of the other coach. Now, looks like Eric may have lost his connection. If so, we'll reset this game. GG's. Just waiting for confirmation from Eric, and then we'll reset the game. While we wait, let me pull up the admin tools. Tara, would you use praise to Nuffle? Boot Polish says it's obvious Nuffle chose the winner. Do we want to mess with that? Alright. I'm in the admin tools now. Let's reset this game. What is happening? Oh no, there has to be a way to reset the game. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm getting worried now. Oh no, you can't be serious. You cannot be serious. Oh, I am so frustrated. It looks like there is no way to reset a game. looks like automatic validation might not allow you to reset a game. Yeah, this used to be a thing you could do in Blood Bowl 2, but oh man. Oh my goodness, I'm so sad. Yeah, so there's an option to select the match you want to administrate, but because this game is decided, that is not an option anymore. Oh. No, you can't seem to reset anything. So this is the only options you get in-game are to update means advance the week or delete the whole competition. There's a web tool for administrating the league, but there doesn't seem to be a way to reset a decided game. Oh, if there's going to be no way to do this, unfortunately, I think this is going to have to be a win for Subductisupercilicarptors. There's no. Well, there is an option to turn off automatic match validation, but it was on, right? Because without it on, I have to validate the matches, and if I have to validate the matches, coaches can't go in and spend their money and stuff until I do so. But the point was, it was already on, so I turned it off, but doesn't seem to help. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. All right, I'm gonna give this one more look over, and if I can't solve this problem, we're gonna end the stream, and then I'll have to confer with Nick and see what we're gonna do here. My fear is this is just gonna have to go down as a win the way it was. I mean, I don't know about. Oh boy. All right, let me see. Oh man. Yeah, so the only match administration you can do is set a match result. You cannot remove an existing match result. Oh man. All right, I apologize. We're gonna have to. Hank the Ranger says, as the commissioner, do you have any ability to alter teams at all? I do. What is your proposal? Have them play a friendly and then just apply the results, like their injuries and stuff. That might not be a bad idea. Let me see what I have access to. Let's see. All right, I can add injuries, remove injuries, set miss next game. That's great. I can set SPP. All right, we may have an option here. Let's see. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. And Berserker Tempest, I wrote this in Discord. So I think what we're gonna do here is create a brand new team that is the same, that is a copy of your team. Yeah, make a whole new team, make it a custom team. So add whatever skills you have, whatever players you have. You don't need to name them. I mean, you can. I don't care. Actually, just make sure they're the same numbers at the very least. Here, let me write this in Discord. Yeah, so remake your team, or make a brand new team, have all the same players with the same numbers, put the appropriate skills on those players, and then let me know when it's built. Let me write that in Discord. Create a custom team, and let me know when it's built. I'll invite them to a competition, and that way I'll be able to see it. And then after the game, I will apply the SPP that you've earned and the injuries that you received. And then I'll apply those to your real team. So I think that's how we'll do this. Boy, all right. Well, we got a way around this. Thank you to everybody who participated and helped come to a solution. I really appreciate it. I if you don't know, I take games very seriously, and I well, let me rephrase. I love games a lot, and it genuinely breaks my heart thinking that this would have ended the way it would have ended. Like it's real hard for me. So at least we've got a solution here. So let me create a new competition. Watch this be a 1-0 game with 0 injuries. Oh, that'd be wonderful. You know what? This is going to be the Bugman's Brewery game. There you go. All right, now we just need to wait for the teams. Oh boy, that was scary. that was really scary. All right, I think we've got a solution that works. Once again, thanks to everyone who chimed in Discord and helped out. I think this will work. I've turned off. You know what? I'm going to turn off automatic validation in Division A as well. I don't know if that'll actually help, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah. Oh, good call. I'll do that. Yeah, thank you. No, I didn't have to do the validations of BB2. I could set it up to do the validations, and sometimes I would have to validate if I was playing, but otherwise, no, I didn't have to do them in BB2. So while we wait for these teams to be cloned here, why don't I... Why don't I screenshot these? And then I'm going to need to look at the game results. Okay, so Meryl Streakus will lose the SPP. Why is it too late for a screenshot? Nobody gets the TD. I don't understand. Am I doing something wrong here? So my intent here is to subtract the 4 SPP from Meryl Streakus. Is that incorrect? Okay, cool. All the elves would have smashed knees and broken necks. Oh boy. Yeah, the money may have changed, but I mean, before I do it, well, we knew their cash beforehand, right? Like it's recorded. So, right. So, you know, any additional cash will be subtracted out. And then I will verify this with both coaches before I do anything. Which I'll do after the game, of course. All right, Berserker Tempest is ready. I'm going to invite Berserker Tempest. I'll need team names. It's the same name. You can do the same name. That's cool. Yeah, there we go. All right, Berserker Tempest has been invited. Eric Lionheart says Mirror Team is created. Copy of Elfitus is the name. All right, let's do it. All right, now we'll get this underway. I think the only thing that's not guaranteed is the home team, but it doesn't matter. What just happened? What is going on? Why can I not start the match? Oh, it's because they haven't accepted yet. That's why. I keep forgetting green doesn't mean good. Green means invite sent. Boy, what a mess this is, huh? All right, Eric Lionheart and Berserker Tempest, let me know when you've accepted your invitations to the competition, please. Where do I register the team? You should have received an invite. am frustrated. All right, Eric has accepted. And we've got that, so we're waiting for Berserker Tempest's acceptance. And then we'll get this game underway. All right. All right, now we're ready to go. Oh boy. All right, we got a new competition set up just for this game. Yeah, let me know when you guys have started the game, and we'll hop in. So it should be pointed out while we're here, it never intentionally leave Blood Bowl. This is the same in Blood Bowl 2. Never like go into the menu and quit, because that will count as a forfeit. Always just let the game die on its own, and then you'll be given a countdown timer to get back in. I saw this game is rigged. Boot polish. Why was the block skeleton unable to get a 2-9 block? He had no body to block with. Boo. 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 Boo! All right, it looks like we got a game finally. Oh, maybe not if the players just disappear. All right, 4 fan factor apiece. Let's go. Unfortunately, anybody can win the coin toss. I can't do anything about that. Here's Hackflem himself. Hackflem, Scuttlespike. So remember, Hackflem and 3 bribes are what Subductus picked up in the inducement phase. Subductus wins the coin toss. This oh, good guy. Good sports. Absolutely good sports. I'm very moved. I really champions. Champions, everyone in this league, champions. Yeah, Boot Polish says they're good coaches. They will mirror. I am. I just love that. I'm very moved by that. Good sportsmanship. GG's already. We haven't gotten into turn 1. GG's. Oh, you too, Hank the Ranger. You too. What's fun is that so I made my own admin tools for MAML itself, and when the game started, I updated the score, and then when the game got all messed up, I was able to just back it out. It was very easy. All right. So now Subductisupercilicarptors to set up their offense after the snag. So you can see that formation that was set up by Elfitus Australis with the 3 on the line to the right. Hank the Ranger says, do you have the ability to accidentally delete Kevin Bacon? I think I actually do. Polish. I'm going to send you a Nason. Is it Nason or Nacon? I think it might be Nacon. Nacon resume. Maybe you can fix the game. Maybe. Depends what they pay. All right, 2 back to receive here for Subductus of the Gutter Runner, Naturally, and Hackflem. These are the two MA9 players, the fastest players on this team. No kick for Elfitus Australis. Shallow kick, and now just 1 player coming onto the pitch due to the swarm. Could have had a maximum of 2. Oh no! Of all games for it to be rainy. So you can see here, it's a -1 to all the ball handling stuff, catches, pickups, and pass interference. This is going to hamper the potential passing game. Two-die block on the bright red dice. Gets a pal here by Subductus. They're getting a 7+ points armor. There it is! Big block for the removal. 7+ thanks to Mighty Blow. One-man player advantage for Subductus on the very first block of the game. Wow! Terra to you, welcome to the stream. Terra to you says, yeah, Nuffle is upset. Wow. SP Beaver says, I saw the red dice and assumed it was uphill. They're not red anymore. They're like chained together or something. 2-die ball pickup. That was a 2-die ball pickup. So remember, there's a -1 in the rain. Oh, this is Hackflem Scuttlespike we're talking about. He has extra arms. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You have 2 arms. Not Hackflem. He's got 4. Bootposh says in MAML, 2-die feels more reliable than rushing. Two-die block on Cacho. The number 9 lineman gets a push here. Dodged a Snotling away to get the assist. Good dodge there. Good tactic, in fact, by Berserker Tempest. So he had set up the Snotling here. He knows the Snotling dodge is a 2+. Took it. That got the Snotling away from here, which would allow him to lend the assist for the 2-die block, which he got this way. Well done. So after the first turn, Subductisupercilicarptors got a pretty solid pocket around the ball carrier and has a speed advantage against these really fast elves. So the War Dancers are the fastest pieces on the team with an MA of 8. But 2 Gutter Runners at MA9. 2-die blitz against the number 10 Clan Rat. Gets a knockdown here. He's looking for an 8+. He's got it. Another removal. 10v10 on the pitch. This time a KO, so that player could come back in a future drive. At the beginning of every drive, all your knocked out players roll a d6 on a 4+. They come back onto the pitch. Otherwise, they're not quite ready to play yet. They need a little more water, a little more rest. 3-die block on a Snotling. Triple pushes. Snotlings have sidestep, which means Berserker Tempest will get to decide where these Snotlings end up. Chose to take the natural push regardless. And keeping that defense intact. Knows the speed advantage this Underworld team has. Knows it's very easy for players to get locked down. You notice these chevrons here. So he set up these chevrons like this, right? And he's doing this to try to keep inner players safe and prevent the blitz. If he's going to blitz, or if his opponent's going to blitz, it's going to be on the forward piece. Good knockdown on the Troll Blitz. Has to be careful of this Troll Blitzes. Remember, the Trolls are really stupid. If they have a teammate next to them that's 2+, otherwise it's a 4+. And if they lose that die roll, they're going to lose their tackle zones. Bupo says I'd be chucking Snotlings at War Dancers all game. You can bet if Subductus gets a shot at a War Dancer, they're going to take it. Ball advances to Subductus's own 2-yard line. Doesn't get overcommitted, but taking marks here. Turn 2 for Elfitus Australis. Elfitus Australis really trying to figure out what to do here. They're repositioning players. Set up a column in front of the cage. Pulled back the number 9 lineman as well to stay in front of the cage. Pulls back the number 4 thrower over in the left wide zone as well. All right. Double columns in front of the cage. The reason you'd want to do this, so he sets up all these tackle zones here. 2-die blitz on number 11. Gets a knockdown. 8+ breaks armor. 8+, not a lot. And there's why. Another injury. It's turn 2. This time an injury on this Underworld team. One-man player advantage for Elfitus Australis. They send the blitzer back to stay in formation. Those columns means this elf team controlling all of mid-pitch. And so this offense is going to need to either chip away at it or shift left or right. If they shift to the left or the right, the defense can swoop down and try to contain them. But if they try to go forward, they can't blitz through because there's a player behind. So they could blitz the first player, but then they'd have to dodge through the second player. Turn 3, back to Subductisupercilicarptors. Remember that they have 3 bribes as well. 3 rerolls, 3 bribes. While currently in the hands of Hackflem Scuttlespike, if he scores, that's SPP that would go to the star player. It would not go to the team. Wow! We talked about the danger of the blitz on the big guy before. Failed the die roll, spent the reroll, got through the loner roll, and was able to keep this turn alive. Got a push on the blitz. Almost every big guy in the game of Blood Bowl is a loner. All-star players are loners as well. Well, I don't know if it's all, but if not, it's like 98% of them are loners as well. And that means if they want to spend a team reroll, you spend the team reroll first, then you roll a d6 on a 4+, you get to actually use it. Otherwise, you don't, and you still lose the team reroll you spent. So it can be real risky to start a turn with a big guy, because if you fail the die roll, now it's a 50-50 shot that you're going to lose a reroll if you spend it, and basically lose your entire turn. Elfitus Australis keeping this defensive screen together. Knows he doesn't want to give blocks away. He's up against a team that has a player with a block skill. He's up against a team that has a player with Mighty Blow as well, and a strength of 5. And also knows he doesn't want to get overcommitted in case Hackflem or the number 13 Gutter Runner gets by this defense. Holding this Underworld team to 1 blitz. Here comes the defensive blitz against the Snotling. This will work out thanks to the block skill. 6+ breaks armor. Snotlings are very, very brittle. Deciding to use the Defender Stumbles result instead because the War Dancer has tackle. Tackle negates dodge. So allows this Snotling to vacate this space. Doesn't follow up. Gets a removal. So that's a 2-man player advantage now for Elfitus Australis. All of these Snotlings have a strength of 1, meaning that it is a guarantee that any one of these elves will get a 3-die block by their lonesome on them. Starts with the blitz again, and now in danger again, and got through the loner roll again. Gets a push out of this. Subductus down to 1 reroll. Decides not to follow up on the blitz, keeps that troll in tight on the ball carrier. 2 spaces away to the front right corner of the ball carrier currently. The ball carrier, of course, Hackflem Scuttlespike himself. Shifts the troll 1 space to the left, and the blitzer behind will go 1 space to the right. This ball shifts laterally to the right, still on Subductus' own 2-yard line. Not getting overcommitted. 2 very fast teams. They, unlike a dwarf team or an orc team, they don't have to fight down pitch, right? They can score from the 4-yard line. These gutter runners can score from the 4-yard line. So they just need to really stay safe. Final turn of the first quarter, Elfitus Australis has a 2-man player advantage. They've been holding this offense to a blitz a turn. We'll probably see them go for a blitz on the Snotling here. Yes, indeed, 3-die blitz with the block skill. That works out. This time takes the both down result. It works out due to the block skill, and another removal, another injury. 3-man player advantage for Elfitus Australis. Rushes the War Dancer back to safety. Blitzes once more with the troll. Wow. This time it's going to get a knockdown on Garca. 7+ breaks armor thanks to Mighty Blow, but doesn't get it. Watch this War Dancer. Watch this War Dancer. He's going to get knocked down. And his teammate's going to like kick him in the head as he's falling. Pow! Oh, that's not a team player at all. He's like, why'd you get knocked down, idiot? Cage moves forward. Ball's going to cross the line of scrimmage here to the opposing 2-yard line. Subductus continuing to keep these Snotlings out on the corners here. Blitz almost certainly is going to happen on the number 5 Snotling. Michael Jordan will take the blitz because he has block and dodge. Block is going to make the both down results safe. Dodge is oh, not block and dodge. I thought it was block and tackle. It's strip ball. But still, we'll take it with Michael Jordan. Might take it with Zangief if he wants the SPP on Zangief. In fact, well, I don't know. Had he tackle would have got the knockdown on the defender stumbles result. So not taking the blitz with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's going to move back a space, as is Cacho, the number 9 lineman. These Wood Elf linemen, some of the best linemen in the game. MA7, AG2, really good, and they're still strength 3. Let's see, Elfitus, taking the blitz on the left Snotling, so he wants to take it with Scottie Pippen, because Scottie Pippen has the tackle skill. But he'll get a pow out of this regardless. Looking for a 6+. Doesn't get it this time. Rushes Scottie Pippen back to safety over in the left wide zone. Doesn't want to keep that War Dancer exposed. If he did, Subductus would almost certainly take the block, trying to remove that really important high dollar piece. Minute 20 seconds on the clock for Subductus. Trying to figure out which direction to go. They're one space away from scoring position. And remember, there's also always the threat of the throw teammate with the troll. Blitz again with the troll. Gets a knockdown, looking for a 7+. Breaks armor. Will it stick? Just a stun. Dodges a Snotling down pitch to take a mark on Alan Parsons, the number 3 catcher. That's a blodger. So only a pal knocks down Alan Parsons. Neither team really dipping into the bonus time yet, with 15 seconds left on the clock for Subductisupercilicarptors. They've technically been on the bonus clock for 6 seconds. Boy, there he is. Hacklam Scuttlespike at work. 2+2+2+. Just shy of the end zone. Is he going to remain safe, though? Gonna try to make him safe with number 13 coming behind. 2+2+2+ again. Number 13 to lend the assist on Hackflem. Ooh, takes the mark against Scottie Pippen. Takes it from the rear, though. I mean, if you're rolling dice, might as well go to the front. Keep rolling them dice. But decides to take it from the rear. So that's still a 2+ dodge away for Scottie Pippen. But Scottie Pippen can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rush blitz. But that's a difficult spot to do it in because he might just push him into the end zone. Although he might be okay with that. Maybe he thinks he can score in 2 turns. Turn 6 now for Elfitus Australis. They have all 3 of their re-rolls. Ball carrier got by this defensive line. We got a knockdown on 6 the imposter. No, boy. You were an imposter. Fraud detected. The Snotling killed, murdered today on this rainy day. Let's count it up. That's 4. A 4-man player advantage now for Elfitus Australis. They take a mark on the Hackflem Scuttle Spike. Michael Jordan. Is he going to come in on the blitz? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, he is. Michael Jordan, 1 rush blitz. This will work out. Well done. Has the block skill. We'll see if Hackflem stays on the pitch. He does not. Oh no! Oh my goodness! Michael Jordan on the blitz, gets the knockdown, injures Hackflem Scuttlespike, the star player. He will not be playing for the rest of the game. But then the ball bounces into the hands of the number 13 gutter runner. Elfitus Australis now needs to stop this gutter runner. Failed the dodge. Will probably spend the reroll here. Yeah. Get into position. That's still not good enough. He needs to get somebody over here. I guess that's going to be Cacho. Yeah. Cacho will come up in this corner here. Failed another dodge. He's burning through his rerolls. Oh no! Failed the rush! Oh boy, all 3 rerolls burned on this turn. Elfitus Australis really wanted Cacho in front of the gutter runner so he could pull another player in to force this dodge laterally. 2 more rushes. No rerolls for either team now. So let's see, what can you do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Yeah, it's so tough. MA9 is so fast. So he could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Had to do all that positioning to make this as hard as possible for Subductus on turn 7. You know what he could do? You know, it'd be baller if he throws this ball. Don't do it. That would be terrible. Is there any way he can make this safer? Probably takes the blitz on Alan Parsons, I think, and then just swoops out this way, and then leaves it in the hands of Nuffle. Turn 7, Subductus knocking on the door of the end zone, but a whole gaggle of elves staring down this Vermintide. 2-die blitz by the troll. Praise Nuffle. Breaks armor. Gets a KO. We'll see if that sticks. So now... Oh boy, it was gonna be 2 dodges. Oh boy, 50-50 dodge. I'm sorry, 3+ dodge here. Didn't work out. Ball will now bounce into the hand of Alan Parsons, the catcher. And with 2 turns left, Elfitus Australis can absolutely score. They're going to try to make that happen here. Blitz on the Clan Rat. Gets the knockdown. Oh no, he can't do it. Oh, I thought he had somebody in scoring position. It's going to have to be Scottie Pippen, who will be the, well, I guess Pocho can also do it. Somebody needs to block number 8. Oh no, Pocho already went. I guess it's just Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen, the opportunity to score. Looks like he's going to try to protect the ball carrier on the sideline. Or maybe in the pocket here. Four-man player advantage for Elfitus Australis here. Handing off to Scottie Pippen. There's the handoff. Remember, these are all -1 due to the rain. Scottie Pippen, the one to score. They'll get down to the 12. Trying to decide if he can get away from Eyeglass here, the number 9 Clan Rat. And decides, can he? Is that enough? That is enough. Wow, well done. Well done. Shifts to the right. I don't think anybody can get him at this point with this knockdown. Well done by Elfitus Australis. Takes the mark on number 7. I would have taken the mark on number 3. Number 3 can at least mark Scottie Pippen. And that's the only thing that Subductus can do here. So the number 3 Snotling can take a mark on Scottie Pippen and hope it's enough. Snake eyes happen. Snake eyes happen. Could even be a blitz that doesn't work out. Triple skulls happen. Let's see, can Scottie Pippen blitz? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yes, indeed. Scottie Pippen can blitz without rushing. I think the only thing that Subductus can do here, he's looking for other options, but I think number 3 just has, oh boy, throwing a Snotling. Oh, I would have positioned number 3 first. I don't think he even can get here on the throw. He'd have to get here. Doesn't land on his feet. That's another KO, and that's going to be a turnover. Turn 8. Elfitus Australis is going to walk the ball in. They're going to take the lead 1-0. Well done. 2 very fast teams. This is how it happens. 2 turns to go nearly the entire length of the pitch. Very well played. Wait, what is this? I thought this was the score. It's not the score. All right, cool. Start of the second half here. Subductisupercilicarptors are going to be on defense, and they are behind 1-0. One-man player advantage for Elfitus Australis. 10v11 on the pitch. While they set up, I'll be right back. I'll be back in 20 seconds. 30 seconds. 40 seconds. All right, Subductisupercilicarptors trying to screen out this elf team with their 10 players. Big guy, the number one troll, strength of 5 on the line, along with 2 of the Skaven linemen. Subductus certainly not out of this game. A massive 7 wood elves on the line. Here's the kick. It's a high kick. That means that the thrower is going to have an opportunity to grab this ball before the turn starts. Failed to pick up, but that's fine. Turn 9 now for Elfitus Australis. They're in the lead here. Currently with 1 die blocks on either defensive end. Going for the blitz on a Snotling. 3 die blitz, gets a pal. 6+ breaks armor. Doesn't get the break here. You'll notice that the Underworld team here did not have an opportunity to roll for swarming. That's because they have nobody left to swarm with. Which is not terribly uncommon, really. Two-die block on the line, gets a push against the right defensive end. Two-die block coming up against the left defensive end. This is with the block skill. Didn't need it. Double pals is what he rolled. A normal break here. So could go in for the 1 die on the troll, but I think he's probably going to dodge Cacho away rather than try to take the block. Subductus still sitting on those 3 bribes. Tried to dodge away, but failed to dodge here. Might just let this rock. Nope, he says, I'm going to re-roll. Re-rolls, Elfitus Australis down to 2 re-rolls for the game. Cacho moves out to the left wide zone. Old Gamer Mike says, I need to study how Eric plays as I think I will play Wood Elves. What Elves are great. I think they're an amazing team. I think as a coach, whoa, hold on, hold that thought. Look at that dude. That guy's amazing. Failed to pick up. He'll let this rock, and that'll be a turnover. I think the tricky part as a Wood Elf coach, or as an Elf coach in general, I would say, is know that you're almost always going to be playing down players, and know the probabilities for keeping your players safe. In other words, if you're on the line here, you might say, "Oh, I'm just going to dodge my players away because it's 2+." Don't do that if you can help it, right? You want to get the 2-die block. Maybe try to get the chain blocks if you can. Then start dodging players away, right? Maximize your dice. Go for the 3-die blocks, then the 2-die blocks with block. Or I guess if we're being complete, 3-die blocks with blocks, then your 3 dies, then your 2-die blocks with block, then your 2 dies, and so on. And then do your dodges, because you have better odds of keeping that player safe and pushing the opponent away, or rather, keeping that player safe by pushing the opponent away or knocking them down than you do taking the 2-die. I'm sorry, taking the 2+ dodge. So Berserker Tempest with his traditional aggressive defense here, so going very hard in on the ball. This is contrasted with the way we saw Elfitus Australis play their defense. They did not get aggressive on the ball. They stayed back. They kept their screen intact. The ball did get by them, but they were able to recover because they had their formation intact and they could get so many players back toward the ball. Whereas Berserker Tempest here says, this is my chance to get the ball, so here I go. Gutter runner with 2 rushes. He's going to try to duke it out right here on Elfitus Australis' side of the pitch. But Elfitus Australis is going to get an opportunity to snake by this defense. Probably going to shoot the ball this way. Oh, Gamer Mike says dodges always seem to fail when it matters. I think that holds true for any die roll. Any die roll fails when it matters. This game, oh, I'm sorry. We almost didn't have a game today. This game brought to you by Bugman's Beer. Bugman's, if it's not Bugman's, it probably is delicious. Grab yourself a cake today, or probably don't. Two-die blitz on the number 9 Skaven lineman gets a push here. Thinking about re-rolling it, he says nope. So he's now got some protection in the left wide zone. Hank the Ranger said, had Bugman's beer and Knuffles pancakes for breakfast. The breakfast of champions. All right, so he's actually going to pull back onto the ball rather than try to move the ball forward. Didn't think he could keep it safe enough. I thought he could have. Oh, I see. He's going to try to keep this ball safe in case the ball pickup fails, and then he'll still move to the left. Elfitus Australis down to 4 minutes, 40 seconds on the bonus clock. It's going to be a 3+ pickup for the thrower, thanks to the rain. Yeah, so there's that protection. So now he's protecting the left wide zone, and he's got a couple of marks on the ball in case this ball pickup fails, which it did. Spends a reroll, fails again, and oh no! Holy moly! The aggressive defense might be able to score. This ball marked by 2 elves, one strength 3, one strength 2, but the strength 2 player is a blodger. Subductus moving players in first. This is the way you want to take your actions, right? He's not rolling any dice in order to activate these players. Takes a mark on the thrower, a mark on the catcher. Here's the blitz. 2-die blitz. Gets a push on Alan Parsons. That's all he needed. And now the 4+ pickup by the gutter runner to a 3+ dodge with the dodge skill. He has 3 rerolls. Sorry, it's a 3+ pickup. 3+ pickup to a 3+ dodge. Has 3 rerolls, so he can spend a reroll on the pickup, and he'll get a free reroll on the dodge. But then the question is, what happens if you score this early? Rush is a player in a position taking a page out of Elfitus Australis's playbook here. Says, I'm going to try to keep this ball safe when I go for the pickup. But if he scores this early, he's giving up so much time for these elves to win this 2-1. Oh yeah, it was 4+. Thank you, Moob. 4+ to a 3+. Spends a reroll here. It'll be 75% to pick up. Fails the pickup, and that ball's going to bounce one space closer to the end zone. It is on Elfitus Australis's 24-yard line with 3 rats next to that ball. That is currently a virtually impossible ball to pick up. A 6+ by any one of these elves currently. Probably should stop calling it a 6+. It's just a 6. It's always those goblins. It's always those goblins. They're tricksy. Pulls in Cacho, the lineman, onto the ball. Now we have a scrum forming around the ball on the 24-yard line. Bounces are going to be scary here. You know what? I might just park one of my players back here if I was the Underworld team and maybe get a scatter to a touchdown. 2-die block on the gutter runner is a pal. 8+ breaks armor. He's going to hope this gutter runner, or Berserker Tempest is going to hope this gutter runner stays on the pitch. And he does. 3 elves to 2 Skaven on the ball. Two-die block against the Blitzer, the number 8 Skaven Blitzer. This will be a push. And now it's down to a 4+ on a pickup. Blitz still on the table. Blitzing number 9, 1-die blitz. Got the knockdown by Michael Jordan. And now a 3+ on the pickup. Scottie Pippen can come in to grab this ball. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left on the bonus clock for Elfitus Australis. 3+ on the pick. Failed the pickup. Does he spend the final reroll? He does. No more rerolls for Elfitus Australis. Scottie Pippen successfully grabbing this ball on their own 24-yard on their own 24-yard line, and they're going to scoot back into their own end zone. If only there were safeties in this game. Two-die block way back at the line of scrimmage against the number 10 Skaven lineman is going to be a knockdown. Turn 11, back to Subductus. Oh boy, all right, well the ball is in Elfitus Australis' end zone in the hands of Scottie Pippen. A POW on Zangief to start with. A troll blitz. Injures Zangief! No more SPDs. No more spinning pile drivers. No more final atomic busters. So it's 2 points of movement left with the troll, and we'll spend them. Rushes to take a mark on Scottie Pippen. Boy, this is a fight. This is a fight. I'm so glad this game got played. I'm so happy. 2-die block. I'm sorry, 1-die block against the thrower. Gets a knockdown here. Can he get an 8+? He cannot. Taking these blocks, but still hasn't stood up the gutter runner yet. This might be indicative. He might be trying to dodge the gutter runner, but I think he wants to take the 2-die against Michael Jordan. Oh, he can't. Yeah, so maybe he'll dodge this gutter runner away. Nearly both teams all the way down by Elfitus Australis' own end zone as they fight for this ball. The ball, in fact, in the end zone in the hands of Scottie Pippen. Yeah, there's the dodge with the gutter runner. But needs to be careful here. Garca... I'm sorry, not Garca. If the number 9 Skaven lineman gets blocked, then Scottie Pippen will have a shot out of this end zone. Not sure he'll be terribly safe, but good Snotling dodge. 2 good Snotling dodge. They're always 2+ on the Snotlings. They're titchy. Turn 12 now for Elfitus Australis. Yeah. Big turn for Elfitus. They stand up Zyadress, the number 4 thrower. They stand up Garca, the lineman, who's back on the 16-yard line being marked by a Snotling. Noob09 says, very scary without rerolls. Yes, it is. 2-die block against the blitzer. He'll get a knockdown here. Number 8 Skaven blitzer on the 22-yard line will be knocked down by Michael Jordan. 9+ breaks armor. It's freed the way for the blitz on number 9. There it is, 2-die blitz. Just gets a push out of it, but he'll push him into the end zone. Has no rerolls. There's nothing to choose here. He'll get a push, Probably pushes him here so he has a lane to run through. Where does he end up parking Scottie Pippen? Might just keep Scottie Pippen where he is. Nope, he's going to move into the right wide zone. So now a number of elves are going to shift to the right. The ball has been advanced now to the 14-yard line. It's in the right wide zone, in the hands of Scottie Pippen, the blodger. Level 2 war dancer. Oh, takes a mark on the thrower. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. There's one elf. Alan Parsons, the catcher, moves over to assist Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen, as we all know, used to play for the Chicago Bulls, but then decided to hand in the basketball and start playing Blood Bowl. Most people suspected and speculated that Scottie Pippen was indeed a wood elf when he played basketball, but no one knew for sure until he started his Blood Bowl career. Cacho, the number 9 lineman, shifts over in the right wide zone as well. Trying to set up some semblance of protection, and he's got it. Has a number of pieces between the ball carrier and the now defense. Uh-oh. Someone lost connection here. So this is the timer we talked about in the very beginning. Like, do not deliberately quit out of a game that will count as a loss against you. Just let the game kind of die on its own, and then you'll get a timer. You get a 4-minute timer to get back in. So hopefully whoever disconnected, I suspect it was Eric, hopefully he can get back in before this counts as a forfeit. If this one ends up being a forfeit, there's really nothing we can do about this one, unfortunately. This will end up as a win for Subductisupercilicarptors. They have 2 minutes, 55 seconds to get back into the game. Trying to reconnect here. Yeah, what an unfortunate way to end the game if it doesn't reconnect. There it is. All right. Glad to see the game continues here in turn 12. 1 minute, 6 seconds left on the bonus clock for Elfitus Australis. 3-die block. He's going to go after the Snotlings here with his remaining players. Gets a knockdown, trying to remove players. 6+ will do it. Or at least 6+ will break armor here. Doesn't get the armor break. Has another 3-die against number 2. Gets another pal. Looking for removals. Decided to follow up on that block. Gets closer toward the gutter runner. Doesn't get an armor break there either. 38 seconds left on the bonus clock for Elfitus Australis. Not a whole lot left to do. All right, turn 12. Final turn of the third quarter. Subductisupercilicarptors on that very aggressive defense. Almost scored, but wasn't able to recover the ball on this rainy day. And now, most of their team being covered by elves. They need to find a way to get this ball before Scottie Pippen runs like the wind. 2-die blitz on Scottie Pippen is a push. He has a reroll. He'll need a pal to get the knockdown. He got it. But the ball bounces into the hands of Alan Parsons, the catcher. That's what he's there to do on the 5+ catch. Is that right? Unbelievable. Spent the final reroll, got the pal, but the ball would bounce into the hands of the catcher. Holy moly. And now, 2 Skaven players marking Alan Parsons. Alan Parsons just has a strength of 2, but has a massive MA of 8 and an edge of 2 as well. Throwing a goblin at Alan Parsons. Missed the mark, hit Cacho instead. Or maybe that was the mark. Got KO'd, but knocked out Cacho. Oh, I love that. It never gets old. Used his teammate as an artillery shell. Stuns Cacho, and now gets the gutter runner on Alan Parsons. So that's 3 rats marking the catcher going into the start of the 4th and final quarter. Elfitus Australis in the lead 1-0. Scottie Pippen blitz on the number 9. Skaven lineman gets a push here. He'll probably move out of the way. No, he doesn't have to. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the play is here. Just do a couple of dodges. That's the play. 2+2+. And the catcher's going to advance to Elfitus' own 6-yard line. Subductisupercilicarptors in real danger of having this ball get away from them. Not a whole lot of options to catch Alan Parsons. Bonru, welcome to the stream. Vonru asks how the game's been going. Game's been good. There's been some technical issues that thankfully we all worked on and solved together. Yeah, get that protection on Alan Parsons. Boy, Subductus is going to have to pray to Nuffle on this upcoming turn if they want to stop the catcher. 33 seconds left on the bonus clock. Wow. 2+3+2+. And Michael Jordan, the war dancer, is going to move down with the contingent with the ball. Turn 13, back to Subductisupercilicarptors. Not a single bribe spent. That's 150K. 150K? That was 150K in bribes that haven't been, or in inducement money that hasn't been used. Takes a mark with the gutter runner. Oh boy, he's running out of players that can get at the ball carrier. If this ball carrier takes off, nobody's going to catch him. He's got to stop him here and now. Taking the blitz on Michael Jordan will only get a push out of this. So push Michael Jordan to the right and more than likely follow up. Well, maybe he won't follow up if he wants to continue moving the blitzer. All right, he did follow up. Look at all those I was like, look at all of those 2+ dodges succeeding, well, the last one didn't. All right, well, the catcher currently on the 6-yard line. No rerolls remaining. There he goes. Alan Parsons on the opposing 12-yard line. And I think I'll have a protective contingent to move with him, which means the only real threatening player is going to be the gutter runner. Gutter runner could go for broke and just try. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, he could get a rush blitz. A 1-die rush blitz. Old Gamer Mike says he almost needs to stall as Rats can score so fast. Yeah, except for the fact that he's in the lead. So if he goes up 2-0, I think he's got this game. So pulled back Chicho, the number 8 lineman, has not done anything with Garca yet, the number 11 lineman. Moves Toko, the number 12 lineman, to mark that Skaven blitzer. And now a 2-die block on the gutter runner, negating the assist on the blitzer to get the 2-die block. Breaks armor, gets a stun. That is a fantastic stun for Elfitus Australis. And now the only real threat is the blitzer. And the, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Blitzer's 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, it is a real long shot to get at this catcher. If he stays on his feet, this isn't going to be enough. Or it's not going to be enough for El Subductus, I mean. So this push is going to push that blitzer out of the way, and he is no longer a threat. And now Alan Parsons, completely safe. 2-die block on number 9, way back near the Elfitus Australis end zone, gets a pal. And that's it. The bonus clock spent. No more bonus time for Elfitus Australis. Turn 14 for Subductisupercilicarptors. Elfitus Australis is going to be held to 2 minutes for each of the remaining 2 turns they'll have in this game. Subductisupercilicarptors has plenty of time on the bonus clock, but really not a whole lot of options tactically. So the very best they can do is mark the ball carrier. They're giving up on that as it's a real long shot. They're going to try to remove Michael Jordan, get some CAS points out of this. They do not. So now nobody in range of the catcher. Alan Parsons will be able to easily score on turn 15 and probably in good shape to just wait until turn 16. No real reason not to stall. Right? He doesn't have to stall because he'd go up 2-0 and probably still win this game. But no real reason not to stall at this point. Has the player advantage, is in pretty good shape. Nobody will be able to catch him on turn 15. Two dodges by the Snotling, keeping the Snotling in the game. Snotling foul here. He has 1, 2, 3 assists, I believe. 4 assists. 1, 2, 3, 4 assists. Didn't get called off the pitch, only got a stun out of it. Troll ends up really stupid. Of course he's confused. He doesn't know where the ball went. Turn 15 for Elfitus Australis. They're going to hang out on the 24-yard line. Nobody's going to get to him. May as well pull Chicho back to be safe, unless he can pull Chicho in for an assist. That's exactly what he's going to do. He pulls Chicho in for an assist. marking all three of these players, the two Snotlings and the Skaven thrower. Now remember, Subductisupercilicarptors, they're gonna get a turn. They're gonna get one turn at the end of this game, turn 16, and provided they still have a Snotling that they can field on the pitch, they can score in a single turn. Two-die block on the number 9. Skaven lineman is a POW. Looking for an SPP here. 8+ breaks armor. They don't have to make the injury roll. And if he gets a casualty result, then the casualty roll. Broke armor. Only got a stun out of it. When you break armor, there are 3 possible results: stuns, KOs, and casualties. Turn 15 for Subductus. First block. It's going to be a push on Chicho, the lineman who used to be defending the catcher, but the catcher no longer needs any defense. Two-die block on Kacho will be a knockdown. Breaks armor here. Gets a KO. Just looking for a casualty. Got a KO. Here's the foul. Got a KO on the foul. Does not get called off. Oh no, he did get called off. What did he roll? Oh, he rolled it on the armor roll. May as well use the bribe. Oh no! Boy, what a greedy ref. Had to use 2 bribes on the ref. He's got bills to pay, man. That's a turnover. This will be a score here. Elfitus Australis going to increase their lead 2-0. And then 1 turn left for the for Subductisupercilicarptors to get on the board, which they can do. Ah, showboating into the end zone. Who does this elf think he is? Look at this guy. Look at this guy in the end zone. Thinks he's all smug. Gamer Mike says no cheerleaders. No, they don't have a cheerleader. No cheerleaders for Elfitus Australis. Just the one for Subductus. I know, right? Has to put 3 on the line. And now Subductisupercilicarptors, they're going to put this troll in the clear off the line. They're going to put a goblin, or I'm sorry, a snotling behind him, or to the side, it doesn't matter. Probably behind him to make it easier for the handoff. They'll put somebody really fast, really agile. Yep, the gutter runner back to receive. Have somebody midway just in case they've got to go for it. But I think the gutter runner can cover this whole pitch. So the gutter can cover if the gutter is safe. Oh, all right. So if the gutter say is here, they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'd be a GFI, I guess. Moves everyone closer to the ball. Oh boy, I don't know if I want number 9 next to the ball, because if he grabs that ball, that's the 3+ instead of the 2+. Ball's gonna bounce to the 8-yard line. All right. So the game plan here is to pick the ball up with number 13, hand it off to number 2, and then the throw by the troll. Good. Oh, failed the catch. 50-50 catch due to the rain. That'll be the end of the game. Elfitus Australis wins this one 2-0. Well done. Boy, that was an adventure, but we got there in the end. And with that win, Elfitus Australis reclaims first place to kick off week 6 here. They are 4-1-0, just ahead of the White Skull Windbreakers, coached by Doug the Minotaur. And we have lots more games to go so far in week 6. So far, we've scheduled 1 game every single day. And coming up tomorrow, Sunday, May 5th at 2:00 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, that's UTC -4. That's going to be Harlequins BBFC versus Nuffle to See here. BB Nut versus Clypeus. Undead versus Chaos Chosen. On Monday, we're going to have the Dead Poets versus Nevagana. Espir versus Shrine. That's Undead versus Orcs. On Tuesday, we've got Cenozoic Park versus Stairway to Nuffle. Nick Satan versus El Nubarino. That's Lizards versus Underworld. On we have a day off on Wednesday, and then on Thursday we have I Want to Be Like Doug versus the White Skull Windbreakers, Richard Cranium versus Doug the Minotaur, Dwarves versus Orcs, and then on Friday, May 10th, we have the Bonebreakers versus Rodentia, Kailshi 1 versus Spire. That's Black Orcs versus Skaven. 2 more games to be scheduled this week, and when those games get scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to those schedules on our website at maml.club. That's maml.club here on Twitch, or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel, Play Blood Bowl. Man, this game's so much fun. And once again, I know maybe it seems simple, but I know it seems simple, but I want to be very genuine here. I really truly appreciate just the sportsmanship that was on display tonight. You know, we almost didn't have a game because there was an error, and we didn't have the tools. It seemed like we didn't have the tools to make it work. Everybody pulled together with ideas and efforts to make it happen. From everyone in chat who offered advice and options to the coaches who sat through recreating alternate teams, copy teams, to the coaches setting up exactly the way they were when the game sort of failed the first time. It really means a lot. I really appreciate the sportsmanship on display, and it was just I just love it. I love it, and I love playing with you guys. I love streaming to you guys, and thanks for hanging out with us, playing and watching. It genuinely feels like an honor. So thank you very much. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Games Store, the PlayStation, and Xbox, and in tabletop form at your friendly local game store until tomorrow afternoon, until 2:00 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Did I say until twice? At 2:00 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening.